I often tell my students that everything in the Bible is truth and that it all matters. But recently, I've had to ask myself, have I really looked closely at the different people in there? Have I taken the time to truly consider even the ones barely mentioned, like Adah? Adah, who now? Where is she? Yes, she is actually in the Bible. I've probably read her name 100 times and never really stopped to think about her. Genesis 4 verses 19 to 20 mentions her, saying, Lamech married two women, one named Adah and the other Zillah. Adah gave birth to Jabal. He was the father of those who live in tents and raise livestock. His brother's name was Jubal. He was the father of all who play stringed instruments and pipes. That's it, just 2 verses. And yet, as I took a moment to slow down and dig into her story, I realized there's so much more. Adah is mentioned twice in the Bible, Genesis 4 verse 19 and 4:20. I can't help but think about the number 2 and how it often signifies partnership, duality, or division in the Bible. Adah was one of 2 wives, and she had 2 sons, each with very different talents. It makes me think about how we often juggle multiple roles in life: work and home, discipline and creativity, faith and action. Adah's story shows us the importance of balance and partnership, both in our relationships and within ourselves. What if it is meant to be a reminder for us to live in balance? God is a God who values both work and rest, both productivity and enjoyment. Through Adah's sons, we see how both aspects of life are equally important. But how often do we find ourselves leaning too far toward one extreme? Either we're all about productivity, so much so that we forget to take time for rest and enjoyment, or we get lost in leisure and lose sight of our responsibilities. I think it could be a reminder from God that He didn't create us to live in extremes, but to find harmony between the two. As a mom, this also made me think about my own kids. Look at Adah's sons. One loved farming and survival, and the other loved music and creativity. They had very different gifts, and Adah had to nurture both. It reminds me of my own role as a parent. My kids have their own natural bents, their unique strengths and interests, and I need to find that balance in letting them grow into the adults they're meant to be, not forcing them into a one-size-fits-all mold. As a mother of 2 young children, I often wonder, am I doing enough? Will the things I teach them today make a difference tomorrow? I hope that, like Adah, the love, care, and guidance I give them will shape their futures in ways I can't always see right now. And as a teacher, the same thoughts come up. What kind of legacy am I leaving with the kids I encounter every day? I might not see the fruits of it right now, but I have to trust that those seeds are being planted and will grow in God's timing. So, what can I take away from this 2-verse mention, woman? Well, even the smallest moments have value. Adah's story is a reminder that even if we're only mentioned briefly, it doesn't mean our actions don't matter. The everyday moments, the ones that feel small or unseen, they're valuable in God's eyes. Legacy is built through love and care. Adah's sons contributed to the foundation of society. And as their mother, Adah played a role in shaping that. The love and guidance I give my kids and students today is laying the groundwork for their future and influence on society. God's balance between work and rest. God highlights both farming, work, and music, creativity in Adah's sons. That's a reminder to me that we're not meant to live in extremes. God values both productivity and rest, and I need to find that balance too. Parenting with grace. Adah had 2 sons with very different skills. My job as a parent is to help my children grow into the people God made them to be, not push them into a mold that doesn't fit. They have their own strengths, and I'm here to nurture those. Lord, help me to slow down and look at the people and stories in the Bible that I've often overlooked. Show me the value in the small moments of my life, and remind me that everything I do, no matter how small, has a purpose in your greater plan. Help me to find balance in my life between work and rest, productivity and creativity, and guide my children in becoming who you've called them to be. Amen.